Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of EXP. We're back here today with our usual group of Antinomy's Hope, as we've come over the horizon, gotten to our, I think it's the end of our seven and a half day of travel towards Osrin at the halfway stop of Cloudgate, only to find it on fire. So, with some wonderful, moments of discussion between seraphs of things like, worship and prayer and magic of the sort, various other meals, and the return of a very tall friend with a long cloud weapon. We pick up as the hot air balloon slowly traces in towards the very southern edges of Cloudgate, towards the scene of, now as you guys look closer, seems to be a plume of smoke in the air in various spots. You can definitely see that some of the balloons in this larger balloon area are either just already fully ablaze, balloon on the ground and in flame along its whole path, or trying to get up off the ground to get away in various states of disarray. And as you guys are coming in, you look, I'll say, Captain, give me a finesse roll. Actually, I'll say agility roll, sorry. As you look and see coming from, you don't know from where, you just kind of see it, sort of appear already in the air coming towards you. These 3 arrows.
Whoa.
Coming towards your balloon.
I got a 17 with fear.
17 with fear, okay. You easily maneuver your balloon just enough so that you guys feel the, pull of the fuel taking you one direction to just see those 3 arrows move out of the way. And you look around and you see people scrambling, running around. You notice your usual aeronaut members, and you look and see some lines of individuals that seem much more structured and of similar armor moving throughout. You can't really make out what yet, but you spot 2 definitely different kinds of groups running around.
Do I get a sense of panic on the ground?
Absolutely.
Okay. And do I see that? I'm assuming because I got arrows hit at us, that the camp is under attack.
You could assume.
Can I make that assumption? Okay. How far, am I above? I noticed this all happening?
So, you guys maybe are, if you're coming down, it's towards the end of the day, so you would have been, planning to probably stop here anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. You were just reaching the very southern edges of Cloudgate.
Oh, what's happening?
Døden, does your trident throw water?
We gotta go. We gotta help. There's people there in trouble. I don't know what's happening. We gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna just try to land the balloon as fast as I can. I'm just gotta get there as fast as I can.
Land the balloon, open a couple extra flaps. You guys start to feel it really kind of start sinking, and quick enough, you just hear as you hit the ground, sort of at the very end of where the balloons would even start. Would you get that close? Would you try to get a little bit further away?
I mean, safe away that I wouldn't catch fire, but close enough that I can just run into.
All right.
From above, can we tell if it's fighting or if it looks like a panic to throw out the fires?
As you guys are getting closer, there seems to definitely be a mix. There are groups of these more organized individuals, marching around. Some are definitely in between various balloons in pitched combat with other aeronauts that you see have brought out their own swords and arrows and things that they would, probably just have on hand just in case. Have brought them out and are in the center. You see these taller aeronaut individuals who are kind of taking the front lines versus the smaller individuals who are rushing towards balloons to either find little hiding places. And so there is panic in some spots, there is pitched combat in others, as you sort of land right at the southern point of that.
Do I
Are they
recognize the armor that the
Okay, yeah, you look towards the armor, and I'll say, without, here, go ahead, I'll say we'll do a group roll as you guys get down there. So that is, everyone rolls your 2d12, and then if they pass the DC, it becomes a plus, and then if it fails, it's a minus, and then there's someone who leads it that makes the regular roll, and then adds the modifier depending. So, of a DC, I'll say 15. We'll do maybe knowledge to analyze and figure out if there's any sigils or if there's any armor patterning or what. So do you have someone who would, I guess, Morgen, do you want to helm that look?
I have a
prompted?
+1 to knowledge, so that's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Morgen, hold on to yours real quick. We'll go through the modifiers first.
Okay.
So Katie, Aurelia, Elret, Evandris, and if Døden you want to as well. Go ahead and give me 2d12s. 2d12 knowledge roll. DC 15.
I got a 15.
17.
Okay, so that's a +1.
That's a
+1.
19.
What was it? 19? That's another +1.
Was a 6.
Okay, so that's a -1. So you get a +2 on your roll
Okay.
with
so,
whatever other modifiers you have.
So total +3. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
DC 15.
In total, a 16 with hope.
Okay. So you gain a hope if you don't have any, which I think you're
Okay.
still maxed out.
Somehow we're still hopeful.
Yeah.
And you look around, 16. These... You look and there is no definite sigil. You look and this does seem to be like run-of-the-mill sort of armor. Almost like it is a bit fancy in some spots, but it is definitely battle-worn armor. And there doesn't seem to be any sigil on them that you can spot just on, with the naked eye as you're moving through this space quickly. I will say with a 16, and this is a regal color, you're, sort of, you've seen it around in other locations and stuff, you're not necessarily sure, but it is sort of a light blue color, that of which you can see in other various cities that you've probably gone to before, like, a lot of places up in the mountains do it, or wear a lot of regalia with the like bluish color. Some over in the Ashmere Refuge use that because that's the island the farthest to the west, so it's surrounded by all this blue water, so that's why they use that. It's also a very prominent color in Braino, in the castle and all that stuff.
Okay. I don't know why this is happening. We're non-violent people. This doesn't happen often. We're not really equipped to prepare ourselves. We have to go help. We have to go help.
Violence today. I'm gonna start sprinting towards.
Yeah. I'm just
Aurelia
panicking.
is extremely concerned about the environment.
So
Yeah.
Yes, if you don't care about people, at least you stop the spread of forest fires.
Stop the fires. We can fight.
Okay. You guys are now running through what they call in Daggerheart as an a environment, I believe, a part of it that can have passive abilities and various things that happen. So yeah, this is a specific environment for this. So traversing a battlefield is extremely dangerous. So if people are moving through, I'm going to need agility rolls to move at all. As you have arrows flying through, you see other people being pushed to the ground, and you have to move sort of out of the way, you know. So if whoever would like to either run in or try to hide, run around, go ahead and give me an agility roll.
I'm gonna go ahead and channel I'm gonna mark a stress to channel air, which gives me advantage on agility rolls.
Okay. You channel the air, help you move through. Okay.
Got a 15. I do. Demiplane's just like down for me right now. I have no access to my character sheet at the moment.
Oh no.
I do know my agility is 0. And I rolled a 15 with hope.
Okay. 15.
I'm trying. I've got it pulled up on 2 different browsers on my phone, just trying to see if it will connect anywhere.
Oh no. Okay, 15. You're good. You start running through. Even with the success though, you only. Oh yeah, I see the rules on my end are also not really coming up as well. Good thing I have this. Oh, here we go. You can only really move about 10 to 30 feet in close range. So you get, I'll say, probably about like 20 feet, and some arrows start to move through.
Sorry to ask this now, but like, would it apply if I was just flying above the flames?
I would say, so if you're flying, you're also avoiding any of the combat on the ground.
Okay.
Besides just flames and stuff. So yeah, I would say make that with like what is it? Advantage.
Okay.
As you're literally going over, you're probably gonna see
like
a stray arrow.
Yeah, because
okay,
in my head, like he's flying and dive bombing. Like,
yeah, no problem. You fly up. Yeah, I'll say you can get up to far. You can get anywhere in within far range.
Cool.
Who else? Is anyone else running in?
Yeah.
Can I really join Evandris in the flight?
Sure. What was your role in the flight roll?
I got a 12.
Okay, a 12. So you go to join Evandris
with fear.
Yeah, you go to join Evandris in the air, and I'm gonna mark a fear.
Sorry.
Actually, because it was with fear, I actually don't think I would have to spend that because it would go technically to GM turn. So it is going to, as you're moving through, you guys are the 2 newest things that, you know, people who've been fighting and really slowly looking on the ground just suddenly see these 2 people racing through the sky. So one of them looks up and is going to pull its bow to the ready and is gonna go ahead and let's do, yeah, okay, so we're just gonna do a regular like longbow attack from this individual here that seems to be this shining armor. So that is a not great 7 to hit you, Aurelia.
It does not hit me.
Okay, so you don't move as far as Evandris. Evandris, you take off, you jet through, but you only get to about close distance up the balloon area before you have to kind of slow and avoid the stream of a couple arrows passing you, none of which land on you, but it slows down your pace.
I'm a small target.
Who else is running in? Doing anything specific?
It was just an agility roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had rolled a 15 before it flipped. 15 with fear.
Okay, 15 with fear. Yeah, so 15. You get probably about the same distance as Aurelia. Aurelia, what did you get? You got a
I got a 12, but I'm flying.
12. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you
May
probably.
May
Yeah.
I actually mark 2 stress to turn that into a roll with hope instead?
Cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot that I had that.
Nice.
Huge.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, a 15 with hope. So as you're rushing through, you are definitely able to get to just about Aurelia's distance, if not just further. And you spot off to like the left side that line of archers that had taken a shot over at Aurelia, right on off to your left side there. So you're kind of taking inventory where some groups are. You absolutely have passed on various rights and left sides. Hand-to-hand combat, some with makeshift weapons and stuff. And I'll say with a hope instead, you look now at this line of archers, and you notice that they're all Clanks. Full metal. Some have hoods, some have cloaks, but they all seem to have Clank, forms and metallic pieces on them, and are just readying their next arrow. and
What's my
notching it.
compass doing? Because I don't think that one got set in the break.
Yes, sorry. Your compass is trying to. So right now, it mainly directly pointed towards Cloudgate.
Hmm.
It specifically, now that you're there, is kind of trying to recenter. And I'll say is more pointed towards like where center of town would be for a group of hot air balloon houses.
Okay, yeah, I think he says fuck it to the Clanks and is just gonna go towards that center if he has more that he can move.
Okay, so center of town, I'll say, is straight ahead of you. The Clanks were off to your left. Would you go straight or to the left?
No, he'd be going straight.
Okay, you keep going. Anyone else?
Yeah, I got a 15 with hope.
Okay,
Running.
so right along, kind of with Døden, you're
Yeah.
rushing in. You see the Clanks at the same time. You notice that as well.
But
and then,
I think
yeah.
I'm yelling for Zach and June. I'm just trying to find people that I know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, go ahead, give me, let's see, an instinct roll
Okay.
to sense or hear if there's any response.
That is a 23 with hope.
Oh, boy.
23 with hope, okay. All right. So, approximately how big do you think Cloudgate would be? Like, a football field, multiple football fields,
I think
or...
the fields in front where the balloons go are probably like it's like a 3 football fields, I think.
Awesome.
Why are we
Okay.
using football
Magic
fields as
football.
well?
Because we're
Yeah.
freaking Americans.
Yeah. We ain't talking about the pitch. That's the gridiron.
Towards a rugby field.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so, okay.
It's like just a big field.
Yeah, long sort of area. So immediately, so you did a 23 with hope. I'll say you're yelling for your friends, and you look, and I'll say you spot your friend's mother, Fatima.
Yeah.
Is running around one of the building sides and just kind of panicky looking around for a moment. You all see this this motherly, like a young sort of mother. She has like a head wrapped around, and she's like frantically looking around as she he sees flames kind of coming out from behind her, and just watching the arrows.
Yeah, I run straight up to her. I if I can't, if I can.
You kind of
run
like
up.
spook her for a second. She goes, Xander! Xander. Fucking Morgen.
Whoa, that was weird.
I was reading the name down here in my brain. Morgen.
What's going on? I was just coming into town, and
they just started to, they took towards the center of town where we've been getting the shipments.
why?
They
Who
were
are
down
they?
there.
What?
And your friends were June and
Zach.
Zach.
Yeah.
June and Zach were down that way, helping them bring them in. They were, playing around with the boxes, but they're all the way down at Town Square.
Okay. Well, okay. Thank you. Are you good? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. And she is like, you see, like, ushering a couple other people out of a specific area, and you see a larger sort of part giant individual man there, 8 foot whatever,
Yeah.
with some large piece of wood, and is just like clobbering Clanks on the far side of like an alleyway.
Okay. Cool.
And she's like, come on, and she's like motioning for people to come a certain direction and move them towards a shelter spot.
Okay.
But yeah, they're down. That's where at least the last that I'd seen them.
Okay. I'll go there. I'll come back.
Okay.
And I
she
just
goes,
run off where she points.
Okay, you run off.
Is that in
anyone
the same
else?
direction we went? Just to
That would be sort of straight up that main straight,
Yeah.
like the 3 football fields or rugby fields or, yeah. And is anyone else traveling through? Are you continuing through, or are you turning to see what's in the immediate areas?
I would say that Elret was kind of waiting to see what was going on and which way she should be running. And now that she's seen this exchange happen and there's some direction, she's going to follow Morgen. So
Okay.
I can roll.
So yeah, give me an agility roll as well.
Ooh, nice. Let me see if I do. It's 22.
Nice.
22. Yeah, pretty nice. With hope or fear? Did you say fear?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
you scoundrel.
All right. So, as you definitely are able to catch up and follow Morgen. You guys are all, rushing up that central sort of strip area where there's all these different balloons next to you. You see again, there seems to be another larger, shorter, maybe like dwarven, but bulkier individual who's there, literally just out with his fists bloodied and scraped, like, come on, where's the next one? And he goes in for another sort of smack against a Clank face. And you guys, do you continue on? Do you try to look around the certain area, or just head straight towards central Cloud Gate?
Is he surrounded? Like, what's the enemy situation? Like, there's a bunch of Clanks like closing in on just this guy.
Yes. So I'll say, yeah, there seems to be, again, right off kind of towards the right side, down, one of the alleyways, you see a couple different, what look like, more built out soldiers almost, seem to have, a couple with spears. One of them seems to be like motioning, their hands to maybe start doing some spells. But yeah, there seems to be maybe about 3 or 4 or 5 of them surrounding this dwarf.
What I'd like to do is kind of like barrel roll as I'm flying down the alleyway and like strafe as I like enter combat, like strafe with my breath weapon across the whole group, and then like slide to a stop on the other side.
Okay. You're gonna do it like right over the dwarf. Like these are the Clanks are like taller than the dwarf there. So
Yeah.
You're trying to get right over his head.
Yeah, since they're all like circling around him, I'm trying to hit as many as I can, because the elemental breath weapon targets group of targets within very close range. So like as I get to very close range of as many as I can feasibly to make that.
definitely. Go ahead and make an attack.
That is 3 plus 8, 11. It's gonna be a 13 with hope on
To hit?
Yeah, to hit.
Okay. So I'll say you definitely sort of engulf them, and they seem to kind of like take a second, and I'll say even get like they'll mark a stress, because who wouldn't be stressed when they're suddenly engulfed in flames?
Radiant. It's radiant.
Yeah.
Still.
They like take a step back for just a beat, and the one that is starting to move, like the Clank that's starting to move their hands to sort of make a spell, does get hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Oh yeah. That is not the best. 7, 10 radiant damage, magic damage. I don't
10.
know. Yeah, 10 damage.
All right. This is squishy Clank wizard. So is going to, prepare some sort of spell. You start to see like the aether kind of combine in between his fingers there before a giant flame you guys see down this alleyway as Evandris just kind of, barrels down, and the one wizard magey one just kind of collapses to the ground, while the others kind of take a beat back and stand up and prepare their spears towards you down now at the end of the alleyway. All right.
Wings are still fully out. Just waving at him. I like this dwarf.
The dwarf goes, I like this!
Just smiling. I know this is like a terrible situation. Evandris full rows of teeth out.
Awesome. All right. So, what are the rest of you doing as Evandris now barrels off to the side, and you see him down this alleyway?
Can I do my Disney Princess bitch experience?
Yeah.
And see if I can find a bird to yap to for a little bit.
Yeah, there's probably birds.
Okay, I go.
A city is burning.
I'm gonna use my nature's tongue to speak to this bird. I can make a
crow just.
I can make an instinct roll. On a success, they'll give me the information that they know, and on a roll with fear, the knowledge might come limited or come at a cost.
Okay.
So, I want to ask this bird who is in the most dire need of help that may not be the most visibly seen.
Who's the most dire need? I'll say, it goes...
Like, who's in trouble that people
Yeah.
aren't seeing, is essentially what I'm asking.
There's...
Do you want me to roll?
Oh yeah, I guess if you I thought you did roll.
Love the squawk.
The immersion, I'm just like, great.
I got a 14 with hope.
Okay, so was there a DC for that?
It says make an instinct roll parentheses 12. Is that the DC? Or is that just saying to use my D12?
No, the DC would be 12. So
I got a 14 with hope.
All right. So it goes. There's a. I'll say. There's a few kids in one of the balloons, the bigger houses, over to the west. Follow me. And he starts taking flight and heads off a little bit further down the grass there, and then veers over to the left, towards a sort of like larger tented sort of larger basket, almost like half house sort of balloon that has various states of disarray happening between the windows being blown out, and you see one room kind of in the back is starting to flame up, as well as a part of the front room and he just goes and kind of goes right in one of the open windows there.
I follow it in the window.
You follow it, and it leads you towards, I'd say, probably the second floor. It goes kind of up a little like ladder hatch, and you look, and there seems to be just a group of young, kids who have hobbled here. And on your way in, you saw these two Clanks just kind of like, throwing things that were, on fire as they were trying to clear out a house of, people looking for various pieces inside. As you poke your head in, like these Clanks on the outside are just kind of like not even paying attention to you. They're just kind of causing destruction, trying to move them out. You see one of the Clanks is already kind of moving up the ladder towards where these kids are that you can kind of hear the screaming of on the second floor.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak up behind these Clanks and cast fireflies at them.
Okay. There are two on the outside, and then there's the one going up the thing on the inside.
Am I in close range of all of them? And can I get in close range of all of them?
So there would be walls. Can they go around walls?
You would not believe your eyes. They're freaking a million fireflies. Of course they can go around walls.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say it's a small house sort of size, but it's definitely, I think, not as bigger than close range. So I'd say so. All three of them.
Would not believe your eyes.
Fireflies.
I
Every millennial earworm just comes right back.
I got a 17 with fear to hit all of them.
A 17 with fear to hit these Clanks. Sorry, let me get the right thing up. That hits.
Oh, so you said they're
All three of them.
squishy, right?
So
Okay, they all
that
get...
was the wizard one. The others are a little tougher, as they are essentially like full knights.
Oh, I was hoping to make quick work of this because the children are screaming, but whatever. They take 10 points of magic damage.
10, all three of them.
Yes.
So, what does it look like? What do your fireflies do as they buzz out of your hand and start lighting up?
They are looking like kind of adorable. They're kind of just like going boop, 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 boop. Like their butts are all gleaming, all like to the same like warrior beat that they have going on in their head, but we can't hear it. They know what's up. We don't. And they just swarm around all these people and give them a lot of little fire stings. And every fire sting comes with a little bit of glitter.
You see little pieces of glitter. They definitely look very hurt. But they are still up, and the one is still climbing up this balloon here, and is starting to peek its head through the hole that's there, and you suddenly hear as they see this head cresting into the room there. We'll pause there for a sec and go, what are the other three of you doing? Døden, Elret, and Morgen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just running straight to...
You're still running?
Yeah.
Elret, you're going with?
Yeah, I've got my frying pan on top of my head like a shield, and I'm just like
Yes.
blindly sprinting forward and hoping that I don't trip on anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
Morgan's just not focused on anything around. I think they're looking just trying to just scanning around and look, but like, not trying to get into any firefights with a particular people, just like trying to just search.
Okay.
And I think they're also looking for Nilari, the mayor. But they're not interested in like going up to her, but just seeing if she's here or what she would be doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say, Døden, are you still rushing forward as well?
He's still continuing to the center of the town, yeah.
I'll say, all three of you, give me another agility roll as you're moving even another section of close range.
Crits.
Amazing.
Bet? You said crit?
Take a picture, put it in
Two
the chat,
today?
your channel.
What?
No. That's not your second one.
This is my first one for today. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's
was
also
it-
2 on your ethereal resonance counter.
Oh, true.
Heck
I was
yeah.
at 18.
There
with
it
hope.
is. Yeah.
Okay, 18 with what was that?
With hope.
With hope. Awesome. Taylor. Oh no.
5 with fear.
A 5 with fear. Okay.
Wait, actually, it's a 4 with fear. I have a -1 agility.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And Morgan.
Oh, that was a crit for me.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Crit. You just your legs start moving faster than you
Yes.
even realize, and you take off.
I start
Døden-
prancing like a deer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro's a gazelle over there.
Yeah.
Enough with it as well. And I'll say, okay, I'll say it in a sec. Elret, you're running with a 4 with fear. You're running and you're running and you're running, and you hear the footprints and the stomps of the running of your companions, and you keep going, and you think you hear them veer off to the right, and you start to go off to the right before you run into the side of a balloon, one of the baskets, and you kind of sit on your ass, and you look up for a sec. Is there anything you immediately do?
Is there anyone around me?
Yes, as I mark a fear.
No.
So, you look, and hearing the gong sort of from the other side of the balloon, you look, and on the opposite side, towards the other end, you look and you see one of the nicely sort of more armored soldiers with spears turns and looks down the alley right where you are and starts running down, rushing after, and is going to mark a stress to move into melee range and make an attack. So
Those always hit me.
all right, that is I don't this is okay, that is a 10 to hit you.
If my
Yes, it beats it. Yeah. All right, so you have math. You have 11 points of physical damage coming in as it picks up speed. You see almost like these like gears, and it's like a mix of like gears and some steam sort of parts of it just as you're trying to like maneuver your pan and try to get yourself up before you feel a spear in your side as you just
okay, this is bad. Can I kind of try to pull it out of myself, and can I counterattack, or do you do more?
you're in combat there.
Okay, I would say that Elret is very disoriented and rather upset, and I think that she has just been stabbed, she has been shish kebabbed, and she is going to pull herself up and use her momentum and swing that thing around, and I would like to tell that to my frying pan.
Yes, nice.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to
Absolutely.
hit it. Oh god, that's really bad. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something about that. Okay, I'm going to mark a stress test. Is it 12 hit?
What was that?
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
Aw, rats. Alright.
Swing your pan and it sees you. The spear can like attack at very close range, so he's not immediately in like melee, so you go to swing and he's a bit further than you expect, but takes a bit of a step back to kind of move out of that range a little more just in case.
Okay. Can I try to recover and use Rain of Blades?
Oh well, okay, also that is a miss, so it technically would come back to me.
Yeah, okay.
So yes, real quick, we'll cut back to our two that are rushing up the central field area. Let's do. Okay. You are running up this central area. You guys are probably about halfway, just beyond halfway, from the very edge to the center. Not even like center of the area. Like there are a couple balloons around the other side of it, but it is like the central spot that people hang out. And you all are rushing up. There seems to be, like you said, like a singular sort of windmill as the main thing. And as you're getting closer, you notice it also seems to be smoking in a way. There seems to be various flames flickering around the bottom of it. And you notice a section of like boxes that I think, Morgan, you would probably recognize from when you were gifted your test cell for your balloon. And they've now, ushered in a couple new ones, to maybe start handing out some more. And that has become like a semi-normal thing to try various ones and how well they work. And you look off in the distance and you kind of get you understand, hiding spots and things like that. You would have probably played a lot of hide and seek with your friends growing up and all that. And you look towards those boxes, looking for anything around, the windmill and all that. And I am gonna spend a fear real quick as you look towards the boxes. Mm-hmm. You notice what looks to be a wheelchair stuck in the center of maybe a couple of those boxes with a familiar face on it. Next to it, crouching down next to and almost in a position to help push out of the the grassy area, a pink-skinned, horned individual there as well. Yeah. Just kind of keeping to the shadows and small spaces.
They look like they're hiding,
yes.
They're just trying to keep cover.
Yes, trying to keep cover, trying to duck down out of the eyes of the Clank that are around them that you see, again, some off to the left side are in various fights. The ones off to the right side, though, I'm going to use a fear to take an action to do something called Raise and Pillage. As you look and see the windmill, you see some of the Clanks now hacking at the front part of it, and the others, some are on their shoulders, almost making a triangle, and some are on the ground pushing over the windmill to try to almost either get access or just destroy sort of resources or something, and the direction that it's swaying and teetering is forward towards the boxes where these two individuals
are hiding.
Are closed in. So that raise and pillage is something to raise the stakes, as these guys now. I'll do a D6 roll. Okay, that's actually pretty good. And I'll put on roll 20. I think you guys are looking at the map right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do a big thing here. There we go. That is the stability counter of the windmill that you're looking at.
Okay.
As now things are happening and time is going by, this will go down at specific points.
Okay.
So we'll quick return. Well, you I guess is there anything you want to do as we return there? As you spot that and are heading still straight up towards them?
I mean,
Anything you wanna use?
if I spot that, I mean, I think I just if I try to go. I think I just want to go to my friends hiding and try to with the goal of trying to get them out of the line of impact. But I think I would do that try semi-stealthily because I can tell they're hiding, so I don't want to
Yeah. So it took you 2 rolls to get this halfway, if not a little more than halfway. So it'll
okay.
probably take you another 2 rolls to get there. The second one we can do with stealth. So if you want to do
Sure.
one more, we'll say
Okay.
we'll use her. And Døden, if you're gonna follow along, I'll say make another agility roll as well.
Cool.
Luckily, he's pretty agile. All these agility rolls.
So I got a 16 with hope.
16 with hope. Okay.
And I'll use a prayer dice to bump that up to 18.
Okay.
So.
And Døden.
That's a 8 with hope. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do with that. I don't think I can.
No problem.
Would getting a +2 to that help in any way, or is 2 different? Or an 8.
So I think the DC I've been setting is 15.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah, half of that. Yeah.
Yeah, Døden, you fall back a little bit. I'll say as you're rushing up, I'll say the thing that slows you down, Døden, is your compass. Boing, snaps to one direction, and you look over, and you spot someone with, seems to be sort of motioning again, similar to the older lady that you'd seen before, or sorry, the younger lady that you'd seen before. This one is definitely older. Seems to have a almost messy sort of bun of gray hair under what seems to be a somewhat singed hat, and brightly colored outfit that again is also various patches of singed and tied up so she can run, and she is pointing for all these other people to get to specific exit balloons or hide somewhere, and is pointing for larger people to go over and take care of some of the other clanks, and your compass lands on her.
A swing.
You go over? Okay. That's so Morgen, as you peel off, you also notice to your left Nellery, your mayor.
Okay. And she
and
just
you notice Døden run over and swing.
Swing at her?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're swinging at her? Okay.
So,
This is going great.
I don't know where to divide my attention.
all of my plans.
I think I just I notice you swing. I just I don't know. I think I just yell, "Wait! Don't hurt her! Don't hurt her!" But I'm still running. But I'm just trying to yell at you. Don't just don't hurt her.
Døden still swing?
Yeah, this is. I mean, if we're doing this as if we're having out of world references, this feels like the thing. It's also a spoiler, but season 2 of Fantasy High, when Fabian has to turn and is I have to ham this up. I have to do this with everything I have. Unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, so this is. I'm gonna do the same warrior hope thing. Spend 3 hope to do that.
All right.
Above board, Xander loves that you're doing this.
That is a 18 with fear to hit, which I feel like makes
18.
sense. I could also make it a 20 for the come to collect.
18 definitely hits.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll your damage.
Why are the 8s so hard to find? I have the opposite. I can always find the 10s. I can't find the 8s. Okay.
The 10s and the 8s just
they blur together.
Blend into me.
Yeah.
Once they
I'm
get
I can tell the 12s
somewhat
apart
diamond
really
shape.
quickly.
That's 16 physical damage.
16 physical damage. All right. You swing in. What weapon are you using? What does that look like? As you feel that compass that you haven't felt fully solid with a direction, I think, for a while. You felt it bounce for a while. You felt it kind of be fuzzy. This one has a snap that you haven't felt in a long time. And so, what does it look like?
I think he's
Not
feeling,
as you fully kill her, but it definitely does some serious damage.
he's feeling the clarity. Like it's refreshing but upsetting at the same time. I think spending the time with the other people has shifted that a little bit. And like he's not sure if that was a good thing for him, but this feels right and feels familiar. And yeah, he just goes straight with like that jaggedy not even like the slash part of it, like the curved part, but like the pokey part, the rusty metal pointy bit is just going straight towards. Yeah.
Just kind of sinks right into Nellery as Morgan, you just hear and you look, and Nellery has been seriously struck and is kind of on the ground now, feeling towards a wound.
So, Morgan feels conflicted, and they know they can use some of their magic to like mechanically reduce that damage, but like I think they specifically decide not to use that. And so they feel very conflicted in this moment.
All right. So we'll cut back a little bit, back to an alley with a very broad-shouldered, strong Dracona and a very stout dwarf and 3 other Clanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Me and my
what
boy.
are you doing?
I mean, I think it's very simple. I think Evandris casts Throw Hands, and it's gonna fly towards the closest Clank with a fat smile on his face and make an attempt to punch him.
All right, go ahead and roll for damage.
10 plus 3, 13. I'm gonna add a prayer dice. I had 13 to hit, but I'm at my prayer dice to add 3 and burn one of those, so 16 to hit.
That hits.
With hope, by the way.
All right, so you would gain a
All
hope
right.
if you are not tapped out of hope or maxed out.
No, I am maxed out, but I am going to. There's a lot of damage things. This is what I'm building this for. So, I'm gonna roll my 2d10 real quick. I'm just gonna click it here, so it'll be easier. All right, so. Ten to the 7, 17. So 23 base damage plus another d6 because I hit with hope,
Holy shit.
which was a 6. I was 29. I'm flying as well. I'm gonna spend a hope since I'm flying to roll a d8.
Dog, what do you roll for your damage? Like, what dice are you?
It's 2d10s and I rolled a 10 and a 7.
And then
So-
you add
Wow.
like, damn.
Yeah, and it's I have a plus 6 to the. It's
That's
2d10
sick.
plus 6.
That's sick.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
are you going towards? There is a more prominently armored, like knight. There's also like a less prominent, like still in similar, metal armor, but not as sort of fancily attired to the 2 others. So
If
are you
you're
going
gonna-
towards that single knight or
Yeah.
the 2 other soldiers?
If you're gonna give me a choice in this moment, I would hit the biggest, toughest
Okay,
guy I can see.
that's
Uh,
nice.
Those
For how much?
I'm still calculating.
That's
So
crazy.
it's 23 plus the 6 for hitting with hope, and then I spent a hope because I'm flying to roll a d8, which was 2, so it's at 31 at the moment. I also am going to use a hope to use Body Basher, my Body Basher card, to add my damage or add my strength bonus to my damage roll. So that'll add another 3 to make it 34 damage.
Holy. That's
Is that
crazy.
the highest we've had in
For sure.
the campaign?
It's gotta
That's
be.
my guess, yeah.
Yeah, I think I crit once and it was a little bit more. But yeah,
That's
that is
crazy.
the end of it. That's 34 damage, and if he's still standing, I'm going to use another hope to make him vulnerable. But
So
34 damage to the biggest, toughest guy.
as you move in to sock this guy in the fucking face, you see, as I will use a fear, since the 2 smaller soldiers have a reaction ability. When a soldier within very close range is about to take damage, I mark a stress on this one to move this one into melee range to take the damage, and you do enough damage to straight up kill him with this shot. So one of them just in his plump on the floor. But you still have that other soldier and now that knight who just kind of stands there and watch this other one take this fall and goes, huh! Just kind of laughs.
Can I? So assuming that since I obliterated the one that stands in the way, can I have like gripped its like metal spine or something like in place,
Yeah.
and then like with a smile on my face be like, "You're next," and make a presence
Nice.
roll to intimidate the other 2.
Hell yes. Absolutely.
Bet. I'm also gonna spend another hope on that so I can add my strength to this roll. That's got not great. 6, 9 with fear on that presence.
9
Tragic.
for presence.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're next. He goes, now, I think you might have it the wrong way around, and you see his eyes start to light up red. And he's gonna go ahead and make an attack on you. I'm gonna use a fear to pull him in, to interrupt your flow.
Bet.
And he's going to... Let's say, yeah. He's going to mark a stress and pull out his weapon, his longsword that he sort of unsheaths and points towards you and goes, "Ah!" Like a big sort of war cry. You hear this other soldier next to him, you know, bring out his weapon and to come into, and is going to use his action for the realm. He's going to mark a stress, and it's technically a roll for 1d4 allies in the area to also charge in and make an attack. But it's just this guy. Actually, so it's just this guy right here. I was going to say the dwarf is there too, but the dwarf can also go next and help you out with that.
Weird.
So this will be the knight first. Is going in with a longsword. Does a 12 hit you?
12 does hit me.
Okay. So you take... Ooh, that was a 10. You have 17 points of damage coming in as this longsword just sort of sticks at you or slices at you. And this other one is going to make an attack. Oh, I dropped my d20. This other one is going to make an attack on you as well. Here we are. Oh, that's only an 8.
8 does not.
Okay, this is sort of lesser trained squire tries to follow in and just like misses as you maybe like sidestep, just hits the ground. And yeah.
Excellent. I'm gonna mark a armor slot to make that go from major to minor.
Okay. So it like the longsword like slices up and like kind of carves one of your robes there. You might have to do a little sewing later.
Right.
But yeah, very cool. the dwarf goes, "Let me at him!" And I'll have to make a quick little roll for the dwarf.
Be my guest.
That's behind. You just see him run up. I rolled a 5. He's just like, "Ooh," and goes up to like hit him, but they're like too high. Where he wants to hit is too high on him.
My inner monologue is like, be for real right now. I came down this alleyway for this.
And I'll say, as you take a moment, and in that moment that you were holding the spine of the one soldier there, it like took this punch and it like spun its head around, like literally like the front way. It was kind of facing the back way, so you were holding it, so you saw the back of its head, and you look, and inscribed, you see a sigil of the Godfather. And we'll move back.
The grandfather?
Or the grandfather. The Godfather.
It's just Marlon Brando.
Evandris.
I think when Evandris sees that, like, he snarls and he goes, the gutless administration.
And we'll move back towards the house, where we see one of those Clanks climbing up one of the ladders there, poking its head through as the screams of kids you can hear from the second floor.
I said that you would not believe your freaking eyes, and then I cast the spell again.
All right, so you roll to hit them again?
Yes.
Okay.
By 10,000. I don't remember how many fireflies it is, but enough.
1 billion.
Would
Isn't it
not
like 10
believe-
million?
Could be 10 million.
And I'm gonna.
10 million fly.
Is
Yeah.
it 10 million?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a lot of fireflies.
I'm gonna use my Disney Princess bitch experience, and that gives me a total of 15 to hit with hope.
15 just hits.
Okay, I would have used my do-over if I had to, because that was not that great. So 2d8 plus 3, I marked a hope to
all 3 of them.
Yes.
Okay.
And now I gotta whip out those d8s again. That is a total of 11. That's a 9. Oh wait, that's a 6. Because it's a d8. That's a total of 8 plus... That's 11 damage.
11. Aurelia, what does it look like as your 10 million fireflies decimate these 3 Clanks?
So the light of the firefly little booties like repels off the Clanks in a like kind of cute disco ball kind of manner, and they just go out in a fade of sparkles and glory, and I'm just kind of like work, and then I run up the ladder to check on where the screaming was coming from.
Yeah, you see the one that was going up the ladder just kind of like in panic, like starts to swat and just lets go and falls off, and you hear it like smack its head on the door on the way down before and hits the ground. And yeah, you climb up the ladder and you look, and there seems to be about like 5 like young kids that have been sort of, told to stay here and hide, that now seem to be either yelling or screaming, and they now see some random person come up here, and so all of them are clutching each other and they take a sec.
Knowing what I'm about to kind of come to with this bird, I try to make it the least traumatic for them as I really can here in this situation. So I can pop up and be like, oops, sorry about that. Like, don't worry, they're all gone now. No, like, you guys have a good place to hide.
As you look, and half the building's on fire.
Do you need help getting out of here? Are you good?
All of them start to nod their head.
Okay, this way.
And they all start to like crawl and follow you towards the hatch, and they look, and they're like, oh, as they see this Clank down there. You just start to lead them all down.
We're gonna play follow the leader and ignore the Clank.
All right, you have them all get down. They all get down safely, and do you lead them out the door? Where do you take them?
I am looking peek outside, and I'm looking for a good hiding spot.
Okay. I'll say go ahead and give me a instinct roll real quick to discern like if you just have to go back to Morgan's balloon, if you have to, or if you're closer to a better one.
I got a 17 with fear.
17 with fear. Okay. You look over. All the ones in your immediate vicinity seem a little disheveled. Like the one that you're just coming out of, the two right next to you, and the one right ahead of you, all seem to be either in some sort of disarray. You know, there is one room that has either like a flame in it or something, or a clank going into it. But I'll say, diagonally, you spot Fatima, who you probably would have seen Morgan peel off.
I was about to say, if I can't find a hiding spot, I need a trusted adult.
Yeah, you spot her. She's like ushering people around, and she goes, oh, and she spots you and starts waving.
I look at the children, I'm like, is this a trusted adult?
You notice one of them goes, yeah, and they start pointing.
Go forth!
As they start to take off, you hear from around the corner behind you, and of a spear being pulled out as I use a fear. And your fear part is you look behind you now and spot a soldier new behind you, seem to have heard all the ruckus and came around one of the balloons to see what was up, and now readies a spear. And he's going to go ahead and make an attack on you.
Okay.
That is a 11.
I am going to go ahead and spend a stress to gain a +2 to my evasion. It does not hit me.
Okay. Goes to do a quick spear, and what do you do to move out of the way?
I just like my little spidey senses tingle, and I literally just like quickly turn around and perfectly like it goes right by. I stare at them dead in the eyes, just like.
Awesome. And we'll do a quick cut back further up on the flat area towards where a little mare in a rainbow outfit lays on the floor in between the center of the square, where we see now that we've re-highlighted center of the square, we'll move this down to 4. As you see these clanks push hard again. It's almost like there's either like the door to the front of the windmill is stuck or locked or something, that they're just trying to at this point like take it down to get possibly inside for something. And they are pushing harder and harder. The two individuals in the boxes don't really seem to take notice because they're paying attention to everything going on around them. Back with Døden and Morgen, what do you guys do?
Can I go for a second hit?
You could. Does Morgan want to do anything?
I think Morgan's I think Morgan is the Morgan feels conflicted. We have to they just swallow this and just kind of push it down, and they're focused on the windmill getting closer to falling. So I think they're just running that way.
Okay. You continue running, and an attack is able to be taken.
Okay, I have to find my.
There was something I was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna use the. So I've got 2 that I can use for the Seaborn Know the Tide. You can sense the ebb and flow of life. When you roll with fear, place a token on your community card. You can hold a number equal to your level. I've already done that twice because I rolled with fear twice. So I'm at the maximum. Before I make an action, I can spend any number of these tokens to gain a +1 bonus to the roll for each token spent. At the end of each session, clear all unspent tokens. So I'm spending 2 to get a +2 on top of everything else that I have. What was the experience cost? Does it spend 1 hope to use an experience?
Yes.
Okay. I will spend 1 as well to use either Come to Collect or Judgment Day. In this case, they kind of both apply, but just to use one of them. So I have a +8 to this.
Okay.
and I might have needed it. That's a 9, 13, 21 to hit.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then I think I still get, because I was a 21 with fear. So I think I get a Know the Tide back on that, since I emptied it beforehand. That is 16 physical damage again.
16. All right. Døden, what does it look like as you sink your weapon and unleash the last dying breath of the mayor of the aeronauts?
She's on the ground, yeah?
On the ground, kind of, trying to hold the previous, attack, wound spot, trying to stop bleeding, is looking up, is also, still kind of motioning for help or people to move to safety, and fear in her eyes.
I don't think his eyes close. I don't think his eyes are capable of closing, but I think as much as his face can look relieved, it's more of to parallel Morgen, leaning on a walking stick type thing. If you have it here, if you were to lean on a broom, and it just kind of comes up and goes down, and he just rests there for a second, not looking at Morgen, very intentionally. I think he's aware enough of the situation to know that they would not necessarily be a big fan of this, but this is just something that has to be done, so work is work.
As Morgen, you in the grass sort of feel the thump of the weapon as you continue further towards the center of town. We'll take a quick step back as well towards another alley with a frying pan and another soldier. As we go back to that, do you have an attack you'd like to make?
Yeah, I'd say things aren't looking so hot for Elret. But I would like to use Rain of Blades. Wait, they're very close to me, right? They just stabbed me.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm going to
They just stabbed me. They've got to be pretty close.
And make a spellcast roll. Ooh. This is just not great. Alright, does a 15 hit?
15 just hits.
Oh god, it's gonna be a rough one. Okay, cool. Damage time.
Damage.
No. 17 damage.
17.
Yes.
This time the pan connects. It connects well.
Well, these are blades.
Oh, these
so
are
it's
blades.
Okay. Yeah. This is spellwrit, if you will.
Oh yes, spellwrit. That's awesome. Yeah, you said Rain of Blades. So yeah, you just unleash some blades, and you see him kind of standing there with a spear suddenly get sliced with the first one, and and he kind of stands there panicking for a second, and I'll say that it also will mark a stress on him, and I'll say in genuine fear will now turn and book it the fuck out of that alley. As he rushes away. Being chased with a couple different knife storms.
Spellwrit is going to heave a sigh of relief. She's still kind of freaked out by magic, and go and try to find her friends with her skillet back over her head.
Alright, I'll say you turn the corner and spot across the way your fairy friend just dodge out of the way of another spear as you see all these kids running across the street.
Are these yours?
I'm passing them off.
Oh my god, congratulations!
I just kind of came across a quintuplet
Did you see where everyone went?
No. Well, hang on just a second. There's a spear.
He's gonna make another attack on you as I spend a fear. Yes, he will. That is... I just crit.
Ah, rats.
Against who?
Right.
Against who?
Against you, dear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Please don't mind the dog hair that's on my desk. It's everywhere in our life.
Oh my god, yes it is.
Yeah, so that is a crit. Alright. So you have 13 points of damage coming now as like you turn around to answer to Elret and he just gets one in like your leg or something as you're floating there trying to turn and talk, you know.
Oh.
It goes back to you guys.
Alright. I'm gonna turn around and be like, ow!
Well, would you look at the time? It's frying pan o'clock. Everyone's swinging.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up with Elret with my hand runes out. I'm gonna try to
hit.
I'm gonna try to
18 hits.
to slap across the face at the same time
Are you
Elret.
guys gonna do a team attack or?
Oh,
I just think we're attacking at the same time.
Okay.
beam attack.
A little bit more
Yeah, that's on the
disorganized than
table.
that.
Yeah,
I
like,
actually
we're
don't
just
know
like,
if I
hang on a
have for
second.
it.
So just
Okay,
still
oh.
two separate attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. An 18 hits.
I got a more than that. I got a 19 plus 2
With Hope or Fear.
with hope.
Okay, so those both hit. Roll
Alright,
your
I'm moving
demolish.
around, and now I'm a little bit lost on my journal.
I believe in you.
Oh, here we go. Okay, it's up there now. Beautiful. Oh, this doesn't seem right. It's not 2d12s.
With your pan?
No, yeah, it's not 2d12s. I don't know why it says that.
I mean,
I made a custom
I mean-
one to make it use the instinct, but sorry, let me just find it.
Okay.
very
I
sandbox
feel like
coded.
if I got whacked in the head with a cast iron frying pan,
Definitely.
it would probably be two
I'm pretty
d12s
sure it is
worth of
2d12.
damage.
Real bad. Let's see.
Is it
I got
supposed
a
to be
10
2d12?
Points of
Shit.
damage on my end.
10.
Okay. So that is with 1d12, which I do think it's supposed to be. It's 15 damage.
Well,
I got max damage.
I do think it is two. It is because our proficiency bonus is 2.
Yeah,
it's-
it went
yeah,
up,
when you
so
level
it'd be
up,
2d12.
it becomes a second die of damage.
Wait, what?
Yes. So, your level 1 frying pan was 1d12. You became
Yeah.
level 2, so
Yeah.
your physical weapons
Uh-huh.
become a 2 die of the same dice of damage.
And they get.
I've been
Have you not been
Okay.
rolling with that?
No!
Oh, no!
well, it's okay. It's a 3.
Okay.
So it's okay. So that's 15. So that's 18 damage.
All right. What is?
Damn!
is
I
this
had
what
no
girl-
idea.
Is this what girlhood looks like when you roll up with your bestie and straight up kill the fucking guy that's attacking you?
Yes.
So essentially, what happens is I'm just like, oh hey girl, hang on. Like I just matrix dodge the spear. Wait, ow, jeez, children aren't mine. We both run up, and you're slapping him across the face one way. I'm slapping him across the face the other way, and I just imagine the head just explodes like a little grape.
Amazing. Right into each other.
The sparks
Amazing.
of friendship.
I was
You,
like,
like,
okay, girl,
with
let's
your
go find
hand
our
runes-
friends.
With your hand runes, you like heat up the bottom of the frying pan a little, and you kind of feel it in your pan for a second there, and you're like, ooh.
I'm like, oop,
Alright.
hand runes. Sorry about that.
So, we'll real quick go back to the other alley with
Can't
another
believe
small
I've been
dwarf who's
One
not
d12
hitting.
damage.
Oh no, that's right. And back towards a knight there with his elite soldier. and a dwarf that seems to be swinging at nothing.
No, like this. I'm gonna fly and take another swing at this strong-looking knight guy.
All right.
Oh, all right. It's gonna be a 15 plus. It's gonna be 18 to hit.
That hits.
It is with
Yeah.
fear, unfortunately. But
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna do. All right, calm down. It's gonna be 12 plus another 3 is 15. I was flying. Let me spend a hope. Roll. You. So it's 20 damage at the moment. I think that's it. Yeah, I'll do 20 damage and he gets knocked back.
Okay.
He's knocked back to close range. Is he still standing after that?
So, I'll do this. Roll me roll me the 2d12 again. And if your hope is higher, the soldier next to him won't be able to take his reaction to just eat that fist again.
Fair enough. Got 11 on hope and a 10 on the fear die.
Okay.
So, hope is
So,
higher.
you look over, and your little dwarf buddy there is just grabbing onto the legs of the soldier. He saw what the other one did, and it's just like, "You're staying here!" And he's just grabbing onto his legs as he's trying to move around. And you just sock the shit out of this knight here. So, it was 20 damage, you said?
Yeah.
20? Okay. Alright. And, he gets knocked back.
To close, yeah, and he's still standing.
And he's still standing.
I'm gonna spend another hope to make him vulnerable.
Okay. All right. Vulnerable there. And was that a attack with hope or fear?
The attack was with fear.
Okay. So it comes back to me. So close range.
And he's on his back.
And he's on his back. Okay. So, let's do, because it goes to DM turn, we'll instead do the soldier with the dwarf around his legs. Is going to make a spear attack just on the dwarf that's behind him. Sort of flip it around and go to stab. And that is a 5. He misses him. He's off balance and just hits the ground and keeps stabbing it into the grass. Doesn't really do much.
Make it worth it.
I've got it's just all right, and it technically, it goes back to you. We'll do you want to do another hit?
Yeah, I'm gonna clasp fists and
nice.
He's vulnerable. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna go for this attack. I'm gonna once again fly up and
sick.
fist down Superman style.
Elret and Aurelia just look around again, trying to figure out where your friends are, and you see suddenly Evandris, crest over a balloon before.
We'll start making our way that way.
It's gonna be with hope, which is ideal.
Okay.
Let me do some math. Math is hard.
I'll say you two also spot Døden off in the distance, not exactly sure doing what. You spot him over there looking at some stuff though. Possibly pitched in combat.
That's all he's
You
doing.
spot
Just
Morgen.
looking at some stuff.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
All right, I got.
You spot Morgan still booking it. Yeah. What was that to hit?
5, 16 with hope.
16 just hits.
Okay.
It's
I
technically
was about to
15,
spend
yeah.
a paradise if I needed to, but
Nice.
bet. Let me roll damage. The vulnerable is huge because I only got that because of the advantage.
Yeah.
6 and 7s, 13. I had to do 6 of that because it was with hope. Which is only 1. 14.
Okay.
And
14 total?
Yeah, 14 total, but just because I don't like this guy, I'm gonna burn another hope.
Nice.
Roll my D8. Right there too. So 16 total damage.
16 total damage. You are 3 into the threshold you needed to end this one. So you guys see Evandris just push off into the sky before, what does it look like as you come down right onto this guy? He's on his back. You're trying to gather his longsword, sort of start to sit up for a sec.
Yeah. What time? It's towards the end of the day, right?
Yes.
I think like Evandris like goes up and into the sunset. You kind of see his like gold, like the twilight hours, like hitting the golden ethereal wings as he like just deactivates them and just comes crashing down like superhero landing straight into the Clank Knight's like face and like making an impression in the ground as he like shatters.
It's like looking at the Hulk do like a big jump thing from like
Yeah.
really far away. You just
Yep.
I said you were next.
As he sits there, you see like almost like, you know, ethereal sort of essence, like almost like electricity just out of his face, just in between like cogs still trying to turn and tripping, but lays there and is fully gone now.
Yeah. I think some of the pieces like fall off my golden like gauntlets as I like stand. And that's my
Right.
that's it.
The dwarf there is gonna hold on to this guy, but this one now I'll use a fear for him to get out of the hold, and he's just gonna run away. He's gonna see that happen and be like, "Bye," and run off around the corner and at least get away from this alley for the time being. And you're standing there now in an empty alley. I'll say around this time, if Elret and Aurelia headed that direction, you guys would probably turn the corner and see standing there Evandris with 2 very destroyed Clanks in front of him. And a little dwarf man that has bloody knuckles.
I saw Døden that way, and I'm pretty sure that Morgen is booking it somewhere, but I don't know exactly where.
So we should probably go. We should probably go help.
We should probably all go together.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Alright. You guys rejoin and are heading that same direction. We'll turn back. We'll say, Døden, what are you doing now?
Just looking at stuff.
Just hanging out, just
Yeah.
staying there.
No, he probably is actually genuinely just hanging out. He's probably still just resting on the spear, for lack of a better word, scythe, broken trident, whatever. Because it's probably only been like 10 seconds or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so. I'll say also around this time is when you start to see in almost this ethereal type manner of the sort of outline of her body separating from the physical tangible body. You would assume, and you would know from prior experience, this is her spirit lifting and leaving now, sort of starting to stand upright and face you as she then stands there and kind of just looks at you.
Do I know? Can I speak to these or no?
I'd say so. As an usherer.
I don't know what kind of terms, if any, this is breaking, but he would probably ask, why is it that you were marked?
She takes a second. I'm not sure. Even in my old age, I was pretty spry. I had even dodged many of the attackers. I am not sure. Why would you come after me?
That is a much more complicated question, but is there anyone that you would like to, while you are here, to name in the next of your office? I have a friend. They may serve well. We are currently traveling a little bit, but I can put forth your wishes.
The town will find a way to find a new mayor. I would say she kind of thinks for a second, and she looks at you and says, I don't have any immediate kin. Just distribute what I have to the rest of the town. They're probably, well, they are definitely gonna need it more than I. Can I ask, will you help them through this?
I will refer them to someone who can.
It's good enough for me.
There's a loud ass like battle helicopter sound outside our window.
Oh.
That was crazy.
Again, the immersion.
Yeah. That's real. The Clanks are here.
We actually ordered that. That's an EXP budget line.
Yeah, she goes, that's good enough for me. Tell Morgen I'm sorry. It was teachings, but it wasn't teachings in the right way.
Was he going to know what I am talking about? Because I do not, and I did not tell you that I knew Morgen.
Yes, that's just a name that has been with me a while.
Okay.
So if you can find the one of the aeronauts. I mean, you're here. You should know something.
I will do this in your name. And I didn't get her name, right? But
You
I know
did
that
not.
it would be known as the mayor, right? Like, in terms of...
Yeah, how she said they'll
clothing
find a
or-
new mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. With this little conversation here, we'll return back towards the very center of town as we spotlight it again. We'll mark this down to a 3. With Morgen, I think you have one more roll to get there
I think so.
as you hear the clanks whoosh, push against it again. And you said you wanted to do this stealthily this time?
I think so.
Gotten closer?
Yeah, at least just light-footed, not trying to draw too much attention. But
Okay.
yeah, that's a secondary focus. The primary focus is just getting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me that agility roll. DC 15.
Okay.
And we'll say if you meet the 15, you can just kind of do it stealthily as well. Or if you get the 15, you're able to get there. If you get, we'll say, a 20, you just automatically do it stealthily, 20 or
Okay.
above.
Okay, I'm going to say in all of this moment, I'm just gonna say my full animal instincts kick in, and I'm just gonna use my experience, MacGyver-esque. I think this is a pretty survivalist situation to add to. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yes, good. Do. Okay, yes, 23 with hope.
23 with hope. You're able to definitely maneuver around, a little stealthy, and get up towards the box areas. Do you go right into... You are definitely able to divert the attention of the ones who are on the windmill. And there are, probably 4 boxes. Like I said, one on the left side, one on the right side, and then one on, behind them, and then another on top of the one behind them, in this little pocket of 4 of them that seem to just kind of be right in front of the windmill area. Do you go right up to that area? Or do you where in that section do you go?
I just go right up to them where they're in the hiding underneath or behind boxes, or
yes.
I just kind of I don't know, I guess the role says I do it pretty gracefully. I just sort of just hide behind anything I can and just kind of tuck and roll to get there.
You roll in there.
And I just kind of creep over and just kind of knock on the boxes and just say hey.
Say hey.
Yeah.
Hey. You hear, huh? Morgen!
Hey.
And you look, and June is there, sweating, and is holding onto the side of Zach's wheelchair.
Okay. Hi. We gotta get out of here. The structures are gonna fall. We gotta get out of here. I know you're hiding, but we gotta go.
Okay. And she starts to prepare. Zach seems to also start to prepare.
Yeah.
Do you? Where do you take them?
I help them. I think I just take them. I think just back out to where I was. I think in the direction of Fatima.
Okay, you head back down that way.
Yeah.
I'll say go ahead and make.
I'll help them in whatever they need.
I'll say make an agility roll to show the right direction, maneuver, to get them out of there.
Okay. Okay. That is 10, 11, 12. I'll use a prayer dice to add 2, so that's 14. 14
with hope or fear?
With hope.
Okay. So 14, no problem. You start to duck and weave, and you maneuver through a bit of the area. I'm gonna go ahead and use a fear now, as you've moved out of that area and you are running away. The Clanks sort of band together. They get a couple more on there, and you just hear as it hits the ground, knocks into the boxes there. You guys are free from out of underneath it, and you hear the rolling of Zach's wheels through the grass, and you feel the beats of your feet on the ground. And I'm going to also use another fear, as you suddenly hear, no! Like yelling.
I look to see what it is.
You look, and a singular Clank has grabbed the waist of June and is now dragging her, kicking and screaming, away around one of the corners, as I'm going to use a fear and use raise and pillage, as they grab an important person and drag her around the corner, as you see these other Clanks start to take formation, as you see some of the other reinforcements now moving in towards the windmill area. And you see taking these smaller boxes, some of which have 4 or 5 in their arms, and seem to be rushing off in a specific direction, as the others form a line and are pointing their swords at you guys. You hear one of them look off into the distance towards where the others are running, and he's pointing and telling people to grab as many as they can. They say, grab as many as you can, we'll be back tomorrow. And then you see this group of maybe about 10 Clanks with 4 or 5 boxes each, rush off as this one that was yelling instructions turns and yells, "Retreat! Retreat!" And you see all these Clanks start to point their weapons, slowly move backwards as they move out of this area and retreat.
But they took June?
Yes. And you see June fighting and scratching and trying to pry arms as you see her be hauled off in this specific direction.
Do I still see her? Do I still see the guy holding onto her?
Yes. You
Okay,
see them still.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurl my stick at the guy.
Okay. Go ahead. Make an attack roll.
Yeah. Yes, we do that. Cool. High. It's high. 24.
24.
With fear though.
With fear?
Yeah.
Okay. 24 definitely hits.
Okay.
But the fearful part is the other 2 or 3 that join right around him as this one takes the hit and gets knocked for damage, and they start to grab her other arms and legs and carry her off. And that's where we'll wait for this episode.
Freaking me out, man.
Gutless.
And we'll pick up there next time.
Gutless.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll pick up in the middle of this crazy episode.
Hey, I really hate that guy.
I just love looking at Xander's face.
This isn't in character. This is both in character and Landon.
I love how as soon as chaos ensues, we all were just like, okay, let's all do something else.
Yeah.
Y'all really went.
I tried.
I think everybody did. I think everybody was true to like. I saw a strong ally that I thought I might be able to pull into. You guys like ran straight to the city center. Like Morgen, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I thought we were all kind of working things.
No, that was so cool.
It was great.
Oh my god.
That was like without any communication. Everybody went to where they needed to go.
Yeah.
Very cool. So we'll pick up there next time. Thanks for watching. They have to wait 2 weeks and think about it all. So we'll pick up with some interesting scenarios. The death of a mayor, the kidnapping of a member of the aeronauts.
Don't worry, Morgan, we got him.
So we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.